Hello, this is Gregory, the poor typist, and as you can see, we're going to do something a little bit different today. I am a member of Postcrossing, so I thought I would share this aspect of my writing and typewriter usage with you. So, unfortunately, this is the second take of this video because for some reason it didn't record me down here in the corner. It just recorded my voice, and, I'm sure you like to see me, right? Anyway, yeah, so basically what I did to get here, I went to Postcards and send a postcard, and you just have to agree to the terms, basically, and then click on, I forget what the button says, but send a postcard, essentially. And this was my pick here. So we are sending a postcard to Germany. And I have sent to Germany at least once before. I think just once before. And this is going to Anette, aka Treasure Island. So if we scroll down, I'll be sure and block out that address there. Yes, so it says, a little something about Anette. Hi, my name is Anette. My hometown is near Berlin in Germany. I love to write letters and also postcards to have contact to nice people around the world to know much about their countries and life. I am interested in cooking, horse racing, traveling, shopping, visiting museum, and watching movies. I collect movies on DVD and autographs from the actors. I love movies based on the books of Stephen King, Agatha Christie, Edgar Wallace, Alfred Hitchcock. My favorite movie series, or I guess TV series, are Game of Thrones, The Tudors, Criminal Intent, Mission Impossible, Perry Mason, Star Trek, Bonanza, Gunsmoke, Roseanne, Golden Girls, Elf, and much more. A very, very interesting selection there. Let's see. I love the Harry Potter movies. My favorite kind of music is smooth and electronic jazz, chill-out lounge, and a classic by Mozart, Brahms, Mahler, Wagner. I love country music and also soul and R&B, rock, swing, boogie-woogie, and the music of the 60s. I love the music of the 60s. In forensic, I am also interested in, love to read books about it and about real crime history. Love watching medical detectives and autopsy. If you like to send me a postcard, I prefer following motives, or subjects, I guess. City view, beach, underwater world, space, science, Harry Potter scenes, Game of Thrones, The Tudors, actors like Alan Rickman, Vincent Price, Peter Cushing, Christopher Lee, Joseph Cotton, Max von Sydow, Bette Davis, Rita Hayworth, and so on. All the classics. Movie scenes, food, drink, recipes, horse racing, vintage, art deco, museum, church, cloister, people, and art of your country. Anyhow, every postcard is a gift, and I'm glad to read anything about you. Please send me postcards with motives from your own country, not from others. For example, you are from Russia. Please don't send a card from London. Thank you so much. Thank you for your kind attention. Stay well and be blessed. All right, so we will be sending postcard to Anette, and I do have some vintage postcards. Unfortunately, most of those are not from my own country, so those would be eliminated. But we'll see what we can find. Worst case scenario, we'll use one of my postcards that I had made from just kind of abstract watercolors I've done. I'm no artist, but I have fun with watercolors once in a while. And hopefully I will get it to feed in a typewriter. Otherwise we'll be using a pen. So let's pick out a postcard for Anette. Okay, so here is my stash of postcards. I think I have most of them here. And before you get alarmed, I have been re-inking a typewriter ribbon, so don't be alarmed. Yeah, and I'm a novice at it, so, but, All right, so, now, Anette, just some that stick out are city view, beach, vintage Art Deco, museum, church, or cloister, and people of art of your country. So, right off the bat, I mean, that would be a nice one. Now, I'm wondering if this is New York City and, you know, I'm in Riverside, California. So, well, we'll put that as a maybe. We'll put that as a maybe. Dinosaur marbles, probably no. No. I'm not going to read off all these. Ohio. Most of these were from a lot on eBay. Dayton, Ohio, log cabin. Yeah. Yeah, it could be tough. It could be tough. Yeah. Utah. Arkansas. That's a thick one that would definitely not get through a typewriter. I like that though. Atlanta, Pennsylvania. See, none of these are really sticking out. Yeah. That's something she might like. Those are nice, but that's nice, but I'm sure that's from, no, St. Louis Cathedral. All right, we'll put that as a maybe. Huh. Centerville, Maryland. We'll put it as a maybe. Some of these have seen better days. Now these, I didn't realize I had put these in here. These are actually, I specifically made these for using a typewriter. So I took a regular postcard, you know, slick, thick postcard, and basically copied it onto just normal cardstock. I think they turned out all right, and they feed well enough through a typewriter. So so we'll say those are possibilities. No, that's another country. Yeah, that's that same one. No, that's that same one. No. Now I think we're into other ones that I got, and I'm not sure where I got these, but okay. See, there's a modern card. She did mention the beach, so that's it. And this is California, so that's a definite possibility. That's not going to go through a typewriter. And then these, they're huge. That's probably like 5.5 by 8.25. No, 5.5 by 8.5. We got, the good thing about this is it's very, very thin. And it's Gates and Gardens of Riverside. So this has meaning locally, basically. Yeah, that'd be nice, and it's a nice big one, so you could write quite a bit on it, especially if you use a typewriter. But it's not really something she requested. We'll put it as a maybe. All right. And because I mentioned them, I will just quickly my watercolors that I had turned into postcards. For the most part, they're very abstract, so very abstract. And the only one that isn't abstract is this one. I love how that turned out. And then I designed the back as well. It says artwork and design by Gregory Short, gregshort.com. And you have the divider there, and then a very faint grid pattern, basically showing where to put the stamp. Yeah, very pleased with how those came out. Got those through moo.com, M-O-O.com. But these are super heavy, super heavy. No way in the world would those go through a typewriter. No way. But since I had mentioned them, I thought I would show them. All right, let's go through these again. I think this is still a maybe. That one's a pretty good possibility, actually. These are all right, but I don't know. This one, it kind of fits better because it has a vintage look. So being on this kind of paper, it makes sense. Whereas this, with a much more modern design, doesn't really make sense being black and white and on this kind of paper. But this makes sense. So we're going to say that's a possibility, although it's not really something she had mentioned. I mean, I like this, but you know, and plus it's tiny, and it's on kind of thick paper. This one's pretty glossy, and you know, I've never even been there. Well, I've been through there, but through St. Louis, assuming that's where it is. Oh, New Orleans? Interesting. St. Louis Cathedral in New Orleans. Is that right? And then Rockefeller Church, which is also very nice, but again, I don't think I've been to New York City, but I don't remember seeing that. So I think we're down to these two here. And I think out of these, I'm going to have to go with this one. Which sadly means we won't be using a typewriter. But I think she's going to appreciate the subject matter and the color a lot more than it being typed. But of course this means I'm going to have to use a pen. The sad thing is there's not much room to write on there. Not much room. But we will make it work. So let's get down to it. Okay, I have selected the Luoshi bamboo pen. And primarily because the ink, which is Robert Oster Whisper Red, kind of probably falls somewhere in this range of colors here. So I think that would be nice to pick up those colors and carry them over to the message side. So, all right, move my little pen holder there, and the first order of business is we have to write the postcard ID. So, oh, come on. Postcrossing, and this is US 646 223. 6, 1. Okay, so I'm not too impressed with the fountain pen on this postcard, but nevertheless, hopefully she will be able to read it. Sadly, I started to misspell her name, but I decided to just press on, and yeah. At least I caught my own mistake, right? So, sorry about the spelling up there, but I hope this card finds you well. I haven't been to this particular beach, but it looks similar to many of our other beaches. Using a Luoshi bamboo fountain pen with R. Oster Whisper Red ink. Your friend, Greg. So, there's a closer look at that. And I shall not bother you with putting the address. I will do that separately. And yeah, I just thought I would try something a little different here. Originally I had hoped to use a typewriter to do it, but this was the right card for her. And that's kind of what you have to do on Postcrossing, is really try and pick out the card that they want. I opted to use a fountain pen for my first time using a fountain pen for Postcrossing. So, and there you see my crazy writing. Hopefully she can read it. Anyway, there you go. Well, thank you so much for watching. My nice little pen holder there. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.